Welcome to the No Fun channel. I'm Felix, and this is sci-fi shows I think they should remake. Next up is Babylon 5. Now, Babylon 5 is not one of these obscure sci-fi shows like some of the others I covered. This one is one of the sci-fi shows that people still talk about. And also I know in recent news they are talking about it coming back. So really this is just focused on how I think they should bring it back. Babylon 5 originally premiered February 22nd, 1993 as a movie called The Gathering. It was a 2-hour pilot that was a huge success that led to the series as we know it. One thing I found interesting when I was looking this up is that it premiered a year later, and the storyline also advanced 1 year later as well, which I thought was interesting. Now, for the first 4 seasons, Babylon 5 was a syndicated show. For the 5th season, they moved to TNT. And by the 5th season, most of the main cast was gone. They were all reduced to guest starring. In the first season, Michael O'Hare played Commander Jeffrey Sinclair. Babylon 5 was actually supposed to center around him throughout the entire series. But after the first season, he left due to medical reasons. Once he left, they brought in Bruce Boxleitner, and he was Captain Sheridan. So they shifted the focus onto him. Now, from what I understand, where they're trying to bring back, the show would just pick up as though he was always in charge of Babylon 5. Now, like I said, I did not get to see The Road Home. And from what I understand, The Road Home is where they came up with that idea. Now, the 5th season moved to TNT, and the ratings were not very good. During that time, they actually started producing movies. Altogether, there are 7 movies right now, and that includes the pilot episode, The Gathering. In order, it's Babylon 5 in the beginning, Babylon 5 Third Space, Babylon 5 The River of Souls, Babylon 5 Call to Arms, Babylon 5 The Legend of the Rangers, and Babylon 5 The Road Home. They did have a spin-off series called Crusades, and to be honest, I don't remember anything about it. It starred Gary Cole as Captain Matthew Guidon. I'm not sure how to say the last name. And there were supposed to be 22 episodes, but only 13 were made. I thought of a few ways they could bring it back, and I'm going to start off with the one with Captain John Sheridan just being in command of Babylon 5 the whole time, like they're planning. I actually thought that might be an interesting take. But another take on that is they can still have Commander Jeffrey Sinclair be there, because Sheridan can be the captain, then you have Sinclair as the commander, so they can still have all the characters there throughout the entire run of the show. The other option is go back to the original plan, which is to focus on the Commander Jeffrey Sinclair. I would love to see what they had planned if he had stuck around. Now, Michael O'Hare, he did guest star in season 2 and 3, but he never really returned as a main character. And I think it would have been interesting, if he didn't have those medical reasons, if he could have stuck around and see how everything would have played out. And another option is still a combination of where the captain and the commander are both there, and they could just animate the whole thing like they did with The Road Home. Make it just one animation. And one advantage to it being animated is they can cast voice actors, and still, if they wanted to keep the look of those characters, they could keep the characters and just have voice actors voicing the characters. From what I understand, The Road Home was basically a multiverse. So I wish I could find it and watch it, but I still haven't been able to locate it. But I really would like to see them focus on the commander. Because I remember seeing an interview where the producers of the show talked about it was originally supposed to be on the commander, and they would have liked to done that. Like, from what I understand, they had a completely different storyline. I do hope Babylon 5 does come back. Like I said, to me, it's still a show that's talked about a lot. And it's sad. Every time I get ready to go watch it on somewhere, I can't find it. It's like, I heard it was on HBO and I can't find it. I heard it was here, I can't find it. So if I can ever find it again, or if someone knows where I can watch it, please let me know. Because it is one of the few sci-fi shows I like to go back and watch. That's my take on remaking Babylon 5. You guys take care.